look,
that's
we haven't seen that at all. Kamui Kobayashi there.
Can you come back? Can you come back, Kamui?
Oh, I crashed because I lost the front wing on the straight again.
Things took a rapid turn for the worse for the Mercedes just one lap later, thanks to a mistake from Webber. Mark got caught out on the curb on the exit of turn 12 and turned in slow motion. Contact with the wall sent him back across the track and into Rosberg. The current championship leader was out.
He's picked up some understeer then, he's lost...
Oh no! Mark Webber's gone right up there! Oh, Mark Webber has gone completely over the top there of Heikki Kovalainen. Thankfully he's alright, he's thrown out his steering wheel. What an impact that was!
It's Mark was going to pull to the left of Kovalainen. Kovalainen started to get out of his way. Just a misunderstanding there, and clearly Mark caught him at a vast rate of knots, quicker than he probably anticipated, and full credit to the designer.
Will run a fortune behind him and score some points. But he had a lucky escape when Barrichello crashed heavily going up the hill to Massa. Rubens drove over a loose drain cover at turn 2. It spun upwards and hit his car's rear left wheel, causing the rear suspension failure.
Safety car, so all Mark Webber's plans of driving off into the distance as quickly as he could with Vettel, and into the pit comes Fernando Alonso.
Well, that's a no-brainer, isn't it, in terms of he's at the back anyway. Get his pit stop, his mandatory pit stop out of the way, in that you must run on a...
Checo pace is good, try to keep pace and watch Michael behind,
Too late.
And Massa fancies a look up the inside of Hamilton too, and Alonso leads the Italian Grand Prix. We've got a car approaching sideways, he takes 2 out with him, so at least 3 cars out, as we saw Liuzzi, Rosberg, Petrov. Look at the back then, there's an HRT already with its wheels on the grass, and then no grip there. You've got to stay on the black bits, the green bits will not help you. And he was going straight to the scene of several other people's accidents right there. Totally caused all of that.
He gets a tank slapper on before the
brilliant start from Maldonado. He's already passed Raikkonen, who's passed Kobayashi, was a bit sluggish, and there's Lewis Hamilton slewing into the wall, and oh dear, Romain Grosjean and Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton all coming to grief at the source.
Grosjean comes across to cover Hamilton, who can't and won't yield, and I'm afraid I've got to say I think that's Grosjean's fault. So the two Sauers minding their own business and then get completely wiped.
Just dropped 2 places. Now Vergne was all over him. Until Schumacher was all over the Toro Rosso. Sergio and Jean-Éric had gone head to head, but Michael completely missed the braking zone and smashed into the Toro Rosso. And brought out the safety car once again.
Lap 9 of 55 here in Abu Dhabi. Lewis Hamilton leads. Oh! There is the HRT, and there's Nico Rosberg, who is
safety car.
Definitely out of this race and straight out of the car as well, which is great to see. But a major contact between Rosberg and Karthikeyan, safety car. Yes, Karthikeyan. Rosberg arriving at huge speed and then going over the top.
Yeah, Karthikeyan was in the middle of blowing up. I think his engine was, and had just caught Nico out unsighted, and lucky that thing ended up rubber side down. and you can just see the smoke beginning to come out. We think, I'm pretty sure, it didn't hit him on the head. I'm pretty sure that the HRT was about to break down, and that's a big crash. But luckily, big runoff area there, and the safer barrier to go into. That's done a brilliant job.
The Williams, and let's have a look here. So Gutierrez and Chilton just getting it wrong at the chicane, and then just pulling back in, and
it just didn't know he'd come up the outside of him. I think we got to.
And then Bianchi getting caught up in the ensuing melee there.
The FIA have made a decision, so...
The place going into the chicane, but it's Rosberg from Vettel from Hamilton, and they came together. No damage done by the two Mercedes, but there is a collision at the back, and it is the Marussia of Jules Bianchi. That is a major crash. It is a safety car for the second race running on the first lap. Gets out of shape on the right-hand side of your screen, tags his teammates.
I'm afraid that's going to go down as Max's fault. That one drops it on the way into 3 and slithers across.
And gets past Sergio Perez going into that chicane. It's Red Bull 1 and 3 as we head to the final lap.
Good stuff there. Vettel taking the right line.
Oh, and Felipe Massa goes into the back of Sergio Perez, and that is a massive crash into the barriers. Massa clipped the back of the Force India. The marshals rushed to Massa to make sure he's okay, and to Perez as well, who had absolutely no chance once contacts had been made. And I tell you what, Sebastian Vettel was so lucky he didn't get wiped out in that crash as well.
Hulkenberg has lost a place to Hamilton, who seems to have got a very good start and now gets the getaway down the Wellington Straight.
Banging of wheels then between Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, and somebody's gone very, very deep, haven't they?
It's a Ferrari, it's Kimi Raikkonen. Oh, he's gone off into the barrier as well, and that's a big shunt. It's a big shunt for the Ferrari. It takes the Williams there of Felipe Massa. The Caterham getting caught up. There's a tyre gone. Is that Sergio Perez, I think? There goes Raikkonen wide onto the runoff area and comes back, gets on the grass, doesn't he?
Yeah, he dropped it all by himself. And so lucky he didn't get collected by the Caterham, did get collected by Felipe Massa, who ought to have had a reasonably clear picture of all of that unfolding, and we're about to see if that's correct or not.
Massa,
he's underneath the rear wing of the Caterham, that's why he didn't see it. Yeah.
And there just Raikkonen appears. And he couldn't get out of the way in time.
Yeah, he was totally unsighted there.
Raikkonen was trying to go around the outside of one of the Saubers, and that took him wide. He's just got onto the grass. He completely lost
footage that we are just having come in right now, the onboard footage, because he's okay. You can see what happens. You know, the onboard, this is the offboard. And it was quick, it was rapid.
Yeah.
And thankfully, as we...
3 for that first sector.
So not a personal best for him in this qualifying.
That's a big crash for Daniel Kvyat in the Red Bull, and we do see big accidents at Suzuka on qualifying day, and we have in the past, and the red flag has immediately been shown, and Danny Kvyat there stricken in his Red Bull.
Very unusual place to go off.
Are you okay, Danny? Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh, he got on the grass on the way in. Complete driver error. It's so unusual to have that accident there. He's gone on the grass on the way in, and a tank slapper into the barriers. Huge accident.
And then the car's dug into the gravel, isn't it?
Even the wheels came off on the tethers. Even the tethers weren't strong enough to keep the wheels intact. Let's see it from a different angle.
What happened there, mate? I clipped the grass on the entry.
If you're out in front, if you've managed a nice gap and you're starting to think a little bit comfortable, this could be why you shouldn't be feeling too comfortable for a while. And Verstappen goes straight into the barrier at Sandefjord. And he clipped Romain Grosjean, and that really was a very nasty impact indeed for Max Verstappen, who went in at high speed. Can see his head moving in the cockpit. That rear wing, that's through the first part of turn 3, and then he loses the rear initially, Martin.
Yeah, as soon as he gets into the slipstream, and there's a bad enough impact, but it wasn't a shocker because he slowed down over a few meters there, but he gets into the turbulent air behind the McLaren and gets an oversteer moment, corrects it, and it's a bit like being on an oval, isn't it, through there that they have in America. Then of course he's on to the marbles, the discarded rubber, then he's onto the really dusty track that has no grip at all, and the deceleration though is sort of plucked.
Mercedes ran almost all of their pre-season testing on the medium tire. Oh, and there's a Haas off. And one of the Haas guys off into the gravel. It's Esteban Gutierrez.
What a shame. He was talking about problems with his engine earlier. Oh, there's another car involved in that. It's Fernando Alonso. That has been a massive accident.
Oh, Alonso's out of the car. Safety car out.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Good grief.
Oh my goodness. Safety car deployed, understandably so.
Yeah. Let's have a look at it. Whoa.
Oh my goodness. It has rolled. Did get airborne. Oh, look how far it's gone.
It's a bit of judgment.
On board with Alonso. This is in the same turn where Martin Brundle had a very frightening accident in similar fashion.
Very similar to Martin Brundle's accident. I was just thinking exactly the same thing, but
Nico Hulkenberg, Sergio Perez recovering up to 5th. And there's someone gone into the tyre barrier on the exit of Radion, and it is the Renault of Kevin Magnussen that has gone straight into the tyre barrier at the top of Eau Rouge de Radion. And that's a safety car deployment. That's a really, really big impact there for Kevin Magnussen. What happened to the Renault?
And it's those kind of teams today that have got a chance to score big points, because this is a crazy motor race.
Let's just have a look as he reaches the top. Whoa. And how is it, Martin, there that... And he's gone in rearwards and spun round, but look at the bodywork that flies off.
Yeah, the head restraint's gone. Wasn't there to do its job, was it? It's held in by some...
That is a massive crash for Marcus Ericsson.
There's the AstroTurf, that lighter green stuff. Round she goes.
Not much, and then is he a passenger at this point? He's definitely a passenger at that point.
As soon as the car snaps around on the exit on the AstroTurf, you're a passenger. That's actually one of the best ways to go in. Is nose first, you know. You can see the structure of the nose has done its job. Bits fall off the car. It looks dramatic. It just got onto that AstroTurf on the left rear. Steering wheel came off. That's you know what? That's the second crash I've seen.
And it's lights out, away we go. Verstappen gets an excellent start. Sebastian Vettel will need to cover him off. Kimi Raikkonen on the inside, and he's crashed with Verstappen. He's hit Vettel as well. Raikkonen is out before the first corner, and he's gone into the Red Bull there as well. Carnage as Fernando Alonso gets involved in the McLaren. The Toro Rosso gets to the escape road, and Fernando Alonso is out of this race, as is Kimi Raikkonen and Max Verstappen as well. It's the second time this season. Drivers out. This is what it looks like now from Verstappen's cockpit. Vettel's coming over. There's just no room for him at all.
I got damage, Oh! Yeah.
Right, so I think Vettel's just lost it on a load of coolant out of the back of his own gun, being slippery as well, of course.
Saturday for qualifying, but Sauber stand-in Antonio Giovinazzi lost control. He hit the wall hard within sight of the pit lane, but team principal Manisha Kaltenborn was inscrutable in her response.
Oh, that's a big crash as well, and that's the Sauber of Marcus Ericsson. Red flagged the session. Session suspended. And Paul, there was absolutely nothing he could do. The car just went on under braking, just stepped out from underneath him.
When you have spectacular ones like that, the energy's dissipated over a long distance with all the bits and pieces flying off as well. It's not the sudden stop. They're the ones that really hurt. So whilst it looks spectacular, as long as nothing comes into the cockpit to get you.
The mechanics are looking at the DRS on Leclerc's car. I think we could be looking at a DRS failure. The rear wing flap has not reattached, has not gone down as it should do as soon as...
Already, they all file through turn one in single file, some couple double abreast, but they all get through pretty much unscathed. Dust being kicked up from the rear, but Max Verstappen going from 5th on the grid and getting up to 2nd place already. Look like there's someone either kicked up some dirt or went very wide indeed and straight into the barriers. Goes Carlos Sainz and also Felipe Massa. And now we can highlight Carlos Sainz and Romain Grosjean and see it from the helicopter. There's the first go, there's the second go. And he does rather cut across him and then straight into Felipe Massa. Sainz goes into Grosjean and comes off way worse. Is that Sainz's fault?
It looked like he squeezed him a bit, didn't it?
Unbelievable. I have no idea what's happened.
Ricardo ahead of Kimi Raikkonen and Esteban Ocon on the inside going into the chicane of Nico Hulkenberg, but just a bit too far back. Oh, and there's a massive crash with Brendan Hartley, and he's got tangled up with Lance Stroll. And coming out of that chicane, Hartley got squeezed up against the fence, but Williams, an innocent bystander in that. And for the second race running, Brendan Hartley is out. This time it wasn't a car crashing into him, it was him crashing into Lance Stroll, and it was Stroll just ahead who left him no room whatsoever. These things happen on the first lap in Canada.
Crashed, yeah, copy, you okay? Got a puncture, I think I had a puncture.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. He just ran me out of road.
Stroll got some oversteer in the middle of the corner. The back end stepped out. He had to counter.
Sebastian Buemi
in China.
China and Shanghai, when both front
That's
wheels came off.
Upright failing, isn't it? On the brakes. As soon as he's hit the brake pedal, that's it's literally ripped the brake and upright from the car.
And I tell you what,
lucky. not to go over into that barrier.
That car.
But that's what the halo's for, of course.
It started to dig into the gravel. You'll see as it goes on board, nothing now Hartley can do about it, and lucky that it didn't flip over.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, I think you have to agree that's why we have the halo.
And it's lights out, and away we go here at Spa. Hamilton gets away well, Perez as well, covering his teammate. Hamilton moves over to cover up Sebastian Vettel, and there's locking up in a crash, and Fernando Alonso goes over the top there of Charles Leclerc's Salvo.
Safety car is out. Kimi's got a puncture.
Kimi has got a puncture from what could have been a very nasty incident. Okay. He got hit from behind by Hulkenberg, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Come on! What did he do?
See, as Hulkenberg get too deep on the brakes, locked up, and boom.
Wow, just could not stop in time. Nico Hulkenberg going straight into the rear of Fernando Alonso.
You look away from that incident, and there was a...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.